channel. I hope everybody is having a safe day, and I hope everyone is doing well, either mentally, physically, spiritually, every way. Okay? Alright, so today I'm just going to throw out some movies that I love, make you think like, oh my gosh, that is a good movie, I should watch that again, kind of thing. Because everybody has kind of their favorite movies. I broke these down to like various categories, so maybe that would help a little bit. And so hopefully you will like them too. Maybe. Or maybe think, oh my gosh, yes, I forgot about that one. So I'm going to start with kind of favorite musical ones. Now, I'm not a musical movie type of person. Basically like La La Land or Mamma Mia. That's not me. But I do like movies that have music themes or something like that. And this'll help. I like the movie Sweet Dreams, which is about the story of Patsy Cline. And I really do, I like that. So that's the type of movie I'm thinking of. And I love the movie Save the Last Dance. So the music in those, I love. So that's the kind of musical type of thing that I like. Alright, my favorite trilogy series is Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2, and 3 with Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy? Yeah. And so, love those movies. So great, laugh, forget the world's outside type of thing. Just sit there and just have a good belly laugh. That's Beverly Hills Cop. Alright, favorite true story? There's so many. Bohemian Rhapsody was kind of my newest one that I kind of put in this category. I love Men of Honor and Hidden Figures as well. So those are kind of probably my top 3 right now. I love those. My favorite comedy is My Cousin Vinny. Oh my gosh. I can't put another comedy close to how I feel about My Cousin Vinny. I don't know why. I just like it. I just think like I just love that movie. It's got great catchphrases, great, it's got some really long, things that Marissa Tomei does, long monologue. I don't want to call it a monologue. It is so great how well they deliver those lines, and it is just hilarious. Favorite action? I love the Jason Bourne movies. Not all of them. Everyone that's Matt Damon is in. How about that? I love those movies. That's my favorite action movies. Favorite drama is the movie, I got it down to 2, which is The Hours, which has Meryl Streep, Nicole Kidman, and can't remember her name. Anyway, great movie. It's set into 3 timelines, so it's very interesting. And then the Shawshank Redemption. How can you not like Shawshank Redemption? My one feel-good movie, there are a lot out there, like Love Actually and, Still Magnolias and stuff. I like The Bucket List. That's my favorite movie. Jack Nicholson, Morgan Freeman. I like that movie. Favorite spiritual movies, like spiritual journeys, spiritual things. I love the movie The Way with Martin Sheen. It is talking about a father going on a trek on the Camino de Santiago, which is a long spiritual walk that you take within France and Spain and stuff. It's something I'd love to do someday, but we'll see. And The Passion of the Christ. That's 2 of my favorite spiritual movies. My favorite animation is Aladdin. I don't really watch a lot of animation, but Aladdin's, I could watch that for days. So, favorite comic heroes. You would think she is so not comic-y person, but I actually love the X-Men movies. In fact, I just watched the last one that I saw on HBO yesterday, which was Dark Phoenix, I think. I watched that yesterday. Let's see. So some actors that I like specifically some of their movies is Robin Williams. I love his movie Patch Adams, Good Morning Vietnam, and Good Will Hunting. Those are kind of my favorite. And then Sean Connery, I like a lot of his, like James Bond and all that stuff, like kind of old school. But my favorite movie of his is Finding Forrester. That's my favorite. If you haven't seen it, it's kind of like one of those obscure ones. But I really do, I love that movie. Puts him in a whole nother area from what he's known for. And Tom Hanks, I love, my favorite of his is, most people are going to say it's Forrest Gump, but it's not for me. I actually didn't care for that movie. You've Got Mail and The Terminal. So those. My favorite for Meryl Streep, Sophie's Choice, of course, has to be in there. Out of Africa and It's Complicated, which is probably one of the funniest movies I've seen her in. And then Katharine Hepburn, which when I saw her in this movie on Golden Pond, that is probably my favorite movie of hers, but it got me into watching all of her older movies. She's amazing, or she was amazing. And so, but that was my favorite movie that got me into watching older movies, Spencer Tracy and stuff like that. So I do watch a lot of those older movies. Those are really good too. But Alfred Hitchcock, love them. Helen Mirren. So I didn't even really know who Helen Mirren is until I watched her in Calendar Girls. I loved that movie. That's really got me like into her. And then all of a sudden she popped up in the movie Red. If you haven't seen Red, it is such a great movie. It's a comedy, it's a drama, it has twists, it's funny. It's just got every element in it. It's so good. So Red's a great movie. But I love Helen Mirren, and of course she's like Queen and all that stuff, but yeah. Okay, so favorite kind of animal movie? I would say like Homeward Bound, but really my favorite movie is Secretariat. So, travel. Okay, so, I was going to do like, kind of my favorite. I'm going to talk about first, scary movie. Okay, so I don't really watch a lot of scary movies, but the reason I have this category is for one specific reason. I watched all 3 of the Scream movies. And the reason is because my mother was a movie buff too. We went to go see Pulp Fiction. We walked out in the first 5 minutes. We just felt it wasn't for us. And so they said, do you want to go in and see Scream? And we're just like, and they go, it's kind of a thriller. And I was like, okay, I like thrillers. I love thrillers. So we went in. It's more like a scary movie to me. You know, it falls within that Halloween. Maybe not that bad. But you know what? It's just kind of like, it falls in that category for me. And so we watched it. Well, when the second one came out, we went, my mom's like, hey, Scream 2's out. And I was like, okay, we'll go. So we went, and it became a thing. And then she passed away before Scream 3 came out. So when Scream 3 came out, I actually went and saw it by myself, but I felt like it was like I had to go see it. So it was one of those things. So that's why I have that category, just specifically for that movie. And then gotta have a foodie movies in here. And I have mentioned this in another one, but you have to see the movie Chef. It is amazing. Amazing. It's got a great, like, father-son kind of journey. And it's a food truck. And yes, yes. And then the movie Waitress. Because you got to have dessert. So if you don't know what that movie's about, you got to watch it because there's dessert in there. And then the movie Trip. If you haven't seen the movie Trip, it's 2 guys that go through. Anyway, it's a good movie. Good movie. I want to tell the whole thing. It's a lot of commentary and stuff. Anyway, Julie and Julia. I just like watching all the food that she makes and like going through a whole recipe book. I mean, that's pretty astounding in itself. And then the movie Mr. Church with Eddie Murphy. Now, if you haven't seen Eddie Murphy in a more serious, dramatic role other than, kind of like some of the bigger stuff he's done, Mr. Church didn't come out that long ago. It's actually really, really, really good. Yeah, you should watch it if you can't find it. But, and then travel movies, because we can't travel, so we might as well watch a movie about travel. All right, so I love Under the Tuscan Sun. I think it'd be amazing to go and buy a villa in Italy and be there and create like, you know, some happiness in this other land. I think that'd be great. And then the movie Wild, which is, you know, trekking up from California all the way up. God, I don't even know how far she went, like past Washington or something. Anyway, very, like, anyway, good movie. True story. Love true stories too, so that helps. But it's like that, you know, going through a lot of the elements, but traveling. It's like a travel thing. And then 7 Years in Tibet with Brad Pitt, which is like it was a pretty older movie, I know, but really good movie. And then my favorite genre of all is thrillers, psychological thrillers mostly. And yes, I have seen like Get Out and all of those, so kind of like the newer ones, but these are still my fave. Sixth Sense. I love the movie Rear Window. I love like a lot of Alfred Hitchcock stuff, so I'm not going to list them all, but Rear Window is my favorite. And then The Right, Silence of the Lambs, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, kind of like the whole series, because there's like a trilogy that was made in, I want to say the Netherlands, but it was probably not. But anyway, it's all subtitled, and so I watched all of those, which is the first 3 books of that series. I want to say his last name is Steig. Anyway, I'll talk about books another time. But anyway, great books, really great movies. And then they did an American version of the first book. And then they did recently, maybe a couple years ago, they did, I think Claire Foy did, I think it was the 4th, maybe the 5th book of the series. I can't remember. Anyway, they recently did one American version of another book. So, but they didn't finish the other 2, which is kind of weird. Anyway. So, what did I say? Did I say Silence of the Lambs? Silence of the Lambs? No, I didn't like Hannibal, which is weird, but I like Silence of the Lambs. Okay. So, those are the movies that I like. Now, anything that's psychological thriller, which I probably left out quite a few of other ones, but those are the ones that I, like, if I had to buy any of those movies, I would. Like, that would be it. I think that, like, the tops are, like, Shawshank Redemption, My Cousin Vinny, and, Stigmata is also a really good thriller, too. I have Stigmata. So I'm trying to think of the ones, like, I purchased, I can't get rid of, because I will never get rid of them. Like, I even have them on still DVD, but I also have them in my Prime, like, buying thing, purchase thing. So bad. But you kind of look and wait till they kind of go on sale, you know, and then you purchase them, and then you have them forever. So, anyway, those are kind of my movies in categories, some acting type of stuff. There's some actors that I'll watch no matter what, but then their top movies kind of stick out for me. All right, leave a comment below and let me know what movies you like and you're watching, and maybe you think that I'll like, that maybe I didn't list, or maybe just to see if I've watched them, or maybe like clue me in and say you really need to watch this. Leave a comment below. If you like this video, give it a little like, and don't forget to subscribe and share. Take care. Have a great day.